Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Andrea the Cumbrian Crafter. I've come on today to do the tag for Ashley's PT Tag Club. Ashley's pulled out the prompt this time, which is muted. Just the one prompt for November, with there just been 30 days in November. So I've got my tag here ready. And I'm going to use some muted colours. I've got frayed burlap, I've got Victorian velvet and tea dye. I've got some other bits and pieces. I'm going to start by putting some colour directly on the tag. So I'm going to use, I think, Victorian velvet to start with. And I'm just going to smush some of this onto the mat. And then I'm going to spritz that. And then put that down on there, like that. Doesn't matter if it gets on the back, I'll be able to cover it. I'll double it up and cover it up. I'm just going to dull that down like that. And then I think around the edge I'll use, I've got something already on this and I think it may be Tattered Rose. That's another nice subdued colour. I think that looks like Tattered Rose. So I think I'll go around the edge with the Tattered Rose rather than the frayed burlap. Might be a bit too dark. So that's all we need from that one. Just wipe that off there like that. Just dry that. Okay, so this one will be a little bit damp, but it should be okay. And then I've got some of this nice lace. I'm going to cut a little piece off there, which should be the right size, just about. I'm going to hang that over the bottom, I think, so I'll maybe use the Cosmic Shimmer to glue that down. Although I could probably use Fabri-Tac, but I haven't got that to hand at the moment. I'll just stick some of that on there. See if that will stick down. Stick. No, it doesn't look like that's gonna stick. I'll see if I can find my Fabri-Tac. There it is. I haven't used this for a while. Is it going to come out? Stick that on there like that. Alright, next I'm going to add some stamping. And I've got this stamp set here, Crafter's Companion Nature's Garden, Vintage Textures. I'm just going to some of these spots here, splodges. I'll use tea dye, I think, for this one. I'll add some up there. Maybe some more on here. And then, let's see, maybe use little postage stamp. One of them there. Obviously keeping everything muted. And then I've got a script here. And I think with the frayed burlap, which will be a little bit darker, I'll just stamp that down on there and then add a little bit of that on there. Now then, I've got a little sentiment that says beautiful season, and I've got this lovely sticker of a lady in her dungarees and her Wellington boots on, and she's got a rake there. She's got lots of leaves that she's raking up. I thought that might have been nice on there. And beautiful season somewhere. But in the background I wanted, well, I've got these out. These were both from the works. I've got some little sort of 4 wax seal stamps that have got a flower in the middle, and they're quite a muted colour. But I really like these floral sort of window frames, and I thought that in the middle of there would have looked quite nice. And then the lady there. Now will this peel, do we think? I'm sure this is supposed to be a sticker. Looks like it's got... Come on. Oh, nearly. There she is. There we go. And then we'll just rest that on top of the lace on the bottom. And then with a beautiful season would maybe have to go up the top there. And then I was thinking one of these. Maybe that one down the bottom. Keep it in white. I don't go for a darker colour, maybe that one. I'll stick on there like that. No, I'll just stick down. Beautiful season on there. There we go. And then if I just cut a hole. I'll probably back that actually. What I'll do is I'll pause you and I'll come back. I'll back this to make it thicker and cover up the ink on the back, and I'll find something to go through. In fact, this might have been nice because it would tie in with that. Yeah, let me pause you and I'll come back. Right, I've backed it and now I'm going to put a hole in. I'm just wondering if that one's gonna, no, that one would work, I think. Thought it might have covered up the sentiment, but that works. And then we'll just put in this lace to tie in with the lace that we've got on the bottom. That through there. Come on. There we go. And then I thought some enamel dots might have been nice. There is space for them, I think. I'm just wondering whether the white ones would stand out, or do we need a different colour? Quite a few enamel dots, but maybe the little pink glittery ones would have been nice, or I don't know, I wanted a contrast in colour. It sort of ties in with her dungarees. If we had one of those on there, one down there, maybe one there. Yep. I always forget to add gems and things at the end, and I have quite a few in my stash. I need to remember to use them a bit more often. So I'll bring the little pan back in. So there we go. That is my muted tag for the prompt for this time for the PT Tag Club. I will leave Ashley's channel linked in the description box down below. So thank you for watching today, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.